Previously on My Kitchen Rules.
Pretty intimidating having the farmers watching us.
Teams cooked for the nation's farmers.
There's a bit of pressure on them.
With a huge reward on offer.
Safety from 2 eliminations. That's the biggest prize so far.
If you notice something going wrong, you sing out.
I will, don't you worry.
But it was only praise for Paul and Blair's beef.
Well, talk about flavour with this dish.
They came through with the goods, don't you reckon?
And a new favourite emerged.
Paul and Blair will be safe from the next 2 eliminations. You guys can win this competition.
But for the remaining teams,
The farmers voted on your meals. These rankings have placed you in 2 groups.
2 groups, 2 knockout rounds.
From today, every time you step into kitchen headquarters, 1 team will be eliminated.
Tonight, it's knockout round 1.
If you ever had a secret weapon, now it's time to use it.
3 top teams go to war.
Quick, I need your help here.
It's going to be pretty brutal.
I just don't want to go home.
Push yourself to perfection.
At the end of the night,
Yeah, they don't look great.
1 team will be eliminated.
There's one thing severely wrong. It's raw.
This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. This is the best night. This is the best. And everything's alright. We live the best life. This is the best night of my life. This is the best night of my life.
Today we are in a knockout challenge against Josh and Danielle and Chloe and Kelly. Someone is leaving at the end of the day, so it's a scary day for us.
Today it's about securing our place in the final 5 or leaving the competition forever.
Teams, welcome to the knockout rounds. Ellen and Vicky, Josh and Danielle, Chloe and Kelly. Tonight, you are on the chopping block. Your fate will be decided in 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Sounds like it's going to be pretty brutal.
At the end of the first round, 1 team will earn an advantage. After the second round, 1 team will be safe. And at the end of the third and final round, 1 team will be eliminated.
We've never been in a sudden death. So much at stake today, and we're pretty scared.
Round 1, a skills test. One that any top home cook should have mastered. It's filleting a fish. On your benches are whole ocean trouts. We want each team to produce 2 perfect fillets. No bones.
At this stage of the competition, you need to know how to fillet a fish properly like a fishmonger.
Today will be a true test. If you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen.
1 team member will fillet, while the other will pinbone.
Today I've decided to give Vicky the filleting job. You know, I don't have the patience to cut a fish.
I should have finished pinboning by the time I get the last fillet off.
Kelly is very confident that I can fillet a fish.
She's going to rock this.
And the team that does the best job will have a massive advantage for round 2. This is going to be a test of accuracy and teamwork.
Teams, you have just 10 minutes for this challenge.
This is really a skills test. I don't know how well you can fillet a fish that size in 10 minutes.
Your time starts now.
All right, get into it.
Our time starts and I'm going to be the one to fillet the fish and Danielle's going to debone it.
6.
I know that I need to get this fillet off in one nice clean piece, because if I don't, then it's not going to be presentable.
We need to get through the rib cage.
Well, you've done this before,
I've never filleted an ocean trout before.
but you have filleted mackerel.
This is, what's his name? It's Trevor. Trevor. All right. Our trout's name today is Trevor, and we feel really bad chopping Trevor's head off today, but he understands. The head is off, Helena.
Oh, Vic's going straight for the head.
Yeah, it's not the way to do it.
See, I'd be doing it like Chloe does.
Yeah, and I would too.
Filleting a fish is something that becomes easier as you get a lot of practice.
That's right.
The first 2,000 are the hardest, I suppose.
Come on, Vic.
The others are doing a really different technique to what we are. Oh, really? Yeah.
They've taken the head off, whereas I'm used to using the head as an anchor point to actually remove the fillet.
All right, cool.
Looks good, Josh. That looks awesome.
Teams, we want no bones. 5 minutes remaining.
The first fillet, I think it's pretty good. If we can get 2 fillets like that, we're doing all right.
Guys, come on, Helena, Vicky! Down, Helena!
There's so many bones. Struggling, there's so many of them.
You're nearly there!
Trust your skills, you got 2 minutes to go.
I can't figure out how to get this fillet off, Danielle.
Second fillet and having a bit of trouble finding out where to even start with this one.
No, I can't figure this out.
Come on, Yoshi.
Just glide underneath the scale, maybe, that way.
Underneath this way?
Yeah.
No, what do you mean? Quick, I need your help here.
Getting a bit frustrated at this stage because I wanted to get the perfect fillets.
No, that's not right.
So I end up just ripping it off.
Oh, no, use the knife. Just use the knife, please.
Oh, it's a bit of a mess.
Danielle, get every bone out. You can do it. There's so many bones.
30 seconds left. Have you done everything you can?
I can't cut it, Helena. I can't cut it off. This one's still going to have a few little bones in it.
Do it this way. Cut down the side. Just cut the edge.
What do you want cut?
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8.
Can you find all the bones and sort of point them out?
5,
3, 2, 1. That's it, teams. Time's up. Step away from your benches.
It's horrible.
I thought that first one wasn't that good. It actually looks good in comparison.
They're both horrible.
We've just finished filleting our fish, and now it's time for Peter Manu to inspect our work.
How did you go, girls?
I'm worried that ours looks different to everybody else's.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, there's a few left.
A few?
Yeah.
I feel a little bit embarrassed when Peter and I were looking at our fillets.
This one's quite butchered, hey?
It's extremely butchered.
It's a skill, properly filleting a fish. The top team will win a major advantage for round 2. The best 2 fillets belong to Chloe and Kelly. Congratulations, ladies. You show great skill.
Thank you.
My little fishmonger.
It's annoying seeing them win because we don't want them to beat us, and we're better cooks than them.
Chloe and Kelly, you now have an advantage. Under the benches are 3 ingredients, 1 for each team. You now have the power to decide who will cook with which ingredients.
This advantage is massive.
So let's find out what you have to choose from.
Right. Yeah, you do it. Ooh.
The first ingredient is trout.
I don't think it's our day for trout.
Let's see number 2. Ready? Yeah.
Ooh. The second ingredient, lemon and limes.
I think we'd be happy with lemon and limes.
Like last?
Yeah.
Well, what is this one? Brains.
That's right, the final ingredient is brains.
Oh no, do not give us the brains. We've never eaten brains before, we've never cooked brains before.
The team with the best dish from this round will be safe and go through to the final 5. The other 2 teams will go into round 3, where one of you will be eliminated. So, Chloe and Kelly, you have the power.
I have to really think about this.
I think the sensible thing would be to give brains to probably Helena and Vicky, who would not know what to do with them.
They only have half of one each, so they could use them. On the other hand, brains aren't something you're going to forget. If we do it well, I think the judges will be so impressed with us.
If the girls really want to play this game, they're going to give us the brains. We're in trouble.
Chloe and Kelly have just won the fish filleting skills test, so they get to choose what ingredient they want to cook with, and they get to choose the ingredient for us.
So, Chloe and Kelly, you have the power. Which ingredient do you choose for yourselves?
So, we might go with lemons.
Can still do the confit.
We need to be really strategic about this. This could mean the difference of us being in the top 5 or going home.
Let's go out on a limb. Go buck crazy. Yeah. Right.
We choose the brains.
I am surprised that Chloe and Kelly didn't give the brains to Helena and Vicky.
I'm not sure if Chloe and Kelly are using their brains today.
You've chosen the brains?
Yeah.
Why?
I think we've come into this competition to be a little bit different and produce dishes that most people haven't eaten before.
We don't want any more beige. Beige has got a lot of people to this point, but beige isn't what's going to get you to the finals.
Which ingredient do you choose for the other teams? Have you made your decision?
Yeah, we've made a decision. Josh and Danielle the fish.
You saw what they did to it before. Hopefully they'll cook it the same way. butcher it. And Helena and Vicky the lemons.
Helena and Vicky will probably do a dessert.
And the desserts haven't been that crash hot, let's face it.
Teams, we want you to showcase these ingredients by creating something amazing. You've got 1 hour. The storeroom is open. Take your stations. Your time starts now.
Nice work. Good work, guys.
Well done.
The limes. All right.
Nice work, girls.
I can't believe we just did this.
I know. I've had brains grilled before, but deep fried is my favourite.
I'm thinking a beautiful lemon poached barramundi. Yep.
Confit it.
Like a herb salad or something, like a cucumber
And
chili.
we need some texture, so some deep fried Brussels sprouts.
I stuffed up the first trout. I'm not going to do the same with this one. I'm going to treat it with love and respect, just like I do to you, Danielle.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
Today, there's a lot of pressure on the line. We need to create a dish that is top 5 worthy. We can't wait to show Chloe and Kelly that they made a mistake by giving us lemons. Chloe, thanks for the lemon and limes today.
Anything for you, you know that.
Yeah, friends gonna help out friends.
You know I've got your back. I've got your back so much.
Thanks,
That
Chloe.
here is your very own brain. That's what, now you got one each.
I wanted to make sure it was an even playing field. So I thought I would give Vicky her own brain so she didn't have to share with Helena anymore.
That's so nice of you.
I'm here for you, just remember that.
I think it's good luck, and to give us an extra brain, we're gonna be on fire today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, start on that.
Thank you. Trout looks beautiful. Does, doesn't it? It's not quite looking how ours did, but anyway, we'll treat this one nicely. For the round 2 cook-off, we're making confit ocean trout with Asian herb salad and deep-fried Brussels sprouts.
I'm just going to make the oil so that we can confit the trout in.
I first start by combining some oil with some basil stalks, some coriander stalks, and some fennel seeds. Bring it up to 50 degrees and turn the heat off and allow it to infuse.
Vic, I hope I've got everything.
What are you cooking?
We're doing a lemon poached barramundi today.
Oh, yum. Good choice, girls. I like
Yeah.
it. Savoury. Smart.
Thanks, Paul. For the round 2 cook-off, we're making lemon poached barramundi with crispy potatoes and leek puree. All right, Vic, I'm gonna get the lemon on to poach our barramundi. I'm putting garlic in there. I've got a bit of fish stock.
2 bodies, 1 brain. Using it very well.
Well, we've actually got one here today from Chloe and Kelly.
You're old enough for your own these days.
Thanks, girls. We appreciate it.
So, Chloe, I'm just going to make a little bit of a poaching liquid for our little brainy friends here. For the round 2 cook-off, we're going to cook crispy brains with lentils and green sauce. So this poaching liquid, Chloe, is going to give the brains a little bit more flavour. Brains have a very rich but subtle flavour. It tastes like a meaty tofu. So the poaching liquid is going to penetrate the brain. So Chloe, this poaching liquid, I want that on for 15 minutes. And then my brains need to cook in that. I need to boil them, but I don't want to overcook them because they're going to be cooked again in the deep fryer. Let's have a look at these bad boys. He was smart.
Look how big he is. We'll use that one. Brains. I think it can go with a lot of the dishes.
Ravioli of brains with a cheesy brain sauce.
Yes, brain taco.
Oh, delicious brain enchiladas.
A brain casserole.
Slow-cooked brains.
Oh, yes.
Brains isn't really a staple in my household, nor do I wish to eat it.
Look, I think if the girls wrapped them up in $100 bills, I'd give them a crack. But at this stage, no brains. It has been a really good brainstorming session.
It has been.
One team goes to the final 5. 45 minutes left. Show us what you can do.
Now I'm going to look at this barramundi. That's feeling really good. Just wait, Helena, double check, please. All right, our leeks are on. Yeah, they smell delicious. For the leek puree, we cook milk, leeks, bay leaf, salt and pepper with some fish stock and puree them up until they become nice and smooth. We want it to be creamy and full of flavour. Oh, Helena, I really hope that we've got this today.
These teams are all top-notch. They're really strong.
I do think Josh and Danielle are the strongest, so I think they're clear winners and the other 2 are just slightly behind.
There's bones everywhere. I'm trying to ensure that I pinbone the trout perfectly. We do not want any bones in our fish today. I think these are okay. You feel them and see what you think.
Hold on, there's still little bones in here.
Where?
Look at that.
Really?
Bones everywhere.
Gee whiz.
So, Chloe, how long do you reckon the lentils are going to take?
There's a lot of liquid, there's a lot of heat, so... And we still want them with a bit of bite. We don't want soggy lentils.
No, nobody likes a soggy lentil. I don't think people would think to put lentils with brains, but the nuttiness of them actually works really, really well and makes this an overall dish. Yeah. All right, the brain's going in. Ah! Brain 2.
Brainy Nick, brain.
putting out fillets in now. I'm putting the barramundi into the poaching liquid with 30 minutes to go because I don't want to serve undercooked fish. It's not too early? No, because they're going to need a while. I'm thinking it's way too early. She's going to take it out and it's going to become dry and probably overcooked.
What are you looking at,
Just
Josh?
look at the temperature, Danielle.
What's it at?
59. Keeps going up.
59. What did you want it at? Less than
42.
that. Yeah.
Let's hope it cools down.
The oil for the confit needs to be at 42 degrees. It can't be a couple of degrees above or it can't be a couple of degrees below. It needs to be exactly 42.
42 degrees is the temperature that I like eating trout at. It's just cooked, which is, you know, the way I think it should be served.
It's not hot enough, is it?
It is not hot enough, or it is hot enough if you're going to leave it for a lot longer than 12 to 15 minutes.
42 degrees is borderline. Like, I think 45 to 50 degrees is safe.
We'll probably cook that trout at like 60.
Temperature's 45, so go lower as soon as I put these fillets in.
The trout fillets go in, they need to be in there 15 minutes, and I need to keep a close eye on the temperature.
Yep, perfect.
You happy, Josh?
Oh, yep, very happy. Oh.
20 minutes left. Pick up the pace. Come on.
We're definitely going to make the lemon shine. We're poaching our fish in the lemon. We've got a beautiful lemon crumb here. We're going to toast it in the oven. That's one part of the lemon. You've got to get those potatoes super duper crunchy.
I'll get the Brussels on, all right?
Yep.
If they're overcooked, they're just bitter and yuck. Not a lot of people like Brussels sprouts to start with, so we don't want to overdo it.
We love deep fried Brussels sprouts. They're not maybe that common to most people, so we want to show something new.
Hey, have a look at these too. More?
As long as it's got a crunch.
Put in for a little bit more.
They can't be in
Yeah,
much too
that's
much
fine.
longer. I look at the Brussels sprouts and they're looking quite dark already. I just don't want to leave them in for too long that we burn them.
The Brussels sprouts look dark, like burnt.
I'm trying to get the chilli and stuff in there. I mix them around with the vinaigrette and now they're ready to serve.
Yeah, I reckon that'll do.
All right, Vic, the fish is here. How's it looking? Beautiful. Yeah, it's very soft. I'm just worried that the middle part might not be cooked. Vic, I'm going to just let them sit for a bit. This is the main ingredient, Len. I decided not to put the barramundi back into the poaching liquid. I don't want to overcook the fish. Look how beautiful this is. Very soft. Hopefully it's cooked.
Chloe, the brains are nearly poached. I'm going to see what they look like.
All right, pull them out. Let's see.
Yeah, they don't look great. Look, brains aren't pretty raw, nor do they look too pretty after they've been poached.
We don't have long at all, so we need to get them crumbed.
I add them to the flour, to the egg, and then to the crumbs. Then put them in the deep fryer.
Less than 10 minutes, Chloe. These brains need to be in for 3 minutes, and I'm going to watch them like a hawk. These are the star of our dish.
Push yourself to perfection. You are fighting for your lives.
The temperature's gone up and down a lot, Danielle.
The temperature for the trout is very inconsistent and it's getting a bit nerve-wracking because we haven't got much time left on the clock.
I'm going to have to pull one out and just test it.
I bring out the first piece of trout to test and I stick my thermometer in.
22 degrees.
It's raw.
Far out.
But is it going to cook or not? You don't think it's going to cook?
I don't think it's going to cook in that time, no.
You don't think it's going to cook?
I don't think it's going to cook in that time, no.
No?
No. I'll get a pan ready, just in case.
I don't know how long the trout's going to take to cook all the way through. If it's not cooked with 5 minutes to go, I'm just going to have to chuck it in the pan and try and pan fry it.
If we pan fry it, we're not technically serving confit trout.
I'd rather serve something than
No, no.
have it served raw.
Vic, I'm pretty happy with this barramundi.
And you want it to fall
You can
apart as
taste
well.
the lemon in it.
Yeah.
If I serve this fish undercooked, Peter and Manu are not going to be happy. That's not going to happen. This fish is going to be cooked to perfection.
We have not won against the girls yet. You know, they keep winning challenges. It's just, it's got to be our turn.
Basil, do we want mint in this green sauce?
More dill and parsley than anything else.
Yeah.
Green sauce is so full of flavour. It's got so many herbs, vinegar, lemon juice, oil.
It's going to cut through the creaminess of the brains and really enhance them further.
Feeling a bit nervous about this fish, Danielle. It has to be cooked right.
I don't want to pan fry it. Okay, fingers crossed.
The trout comes out and
Careful not to break it.
It's at 40. It's creeping up to 41. Yep, this one's done.
thank God it's cooked.
Oh, thank God.
Well done, Joshy.
Oh, thank God.
It's perfect, it's nice and moist and exactly what the confit trout should be.
Do you think we should crisp the skin up or we don't have time?
Oh, we do have time. I'm keeping a very close eye on Josh and what he's doing with the trout. I don't want to overcook that trout. We just want a nice crispy skin and delicate flesh.
There's nothing like living on the edge, hey?
That's how we roll.
Be gentle with it.
You get it out there if you want.
Do you think it's done?
It's so delicate when you confit, and I'm just so scared when we pick it up that it's just going to fall into pieces.
Tongs, Josh.
Josh drops the trout onto the naked flame.
Tongs. Oh, you're so lucky. Oh, you gave me a heart attack.
Thank God.
Everybody relax.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
And then the brains on top.
Leek puree is so creamy. It's beautiful. I think we should put it in a bottle and then we can kind of put it like that. Just put it on. I'm not just putting it on. Oh my God, a minute.
Teams, you've got 1 minute left. You've got to move it faster.
Oh, God, it looks fantastic. It looks beautiful. It works really well.
I want to give him another 30 seconds and not quite brown enough.
Put your finishing touches on now.
Are you serving it that way?
Yep.
Reckon?
Skin side up.
I like it the other way.
I
I like it the other way.
You can't serve it skin side down.
Because doesn't that look just stunning, Chloe?
Let's just hope that it tastes good.
Yeah.
Girls, 30 seconds.
I don't think I like the watercress. Get it off. Really? Yep, get it off.
No, it needs a green.
But you've got the beautiful
Take it off,
parsley.
quick, take it off.
Seasoning.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Stop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, teams. Time's up. Step away from your benches.
Good work, guys.
I hope we got everything on a plate. Well, we did it. Oh, let's hope it all paid off.
It's now time for the judges to taste our dish. We will look stupid if we've chosen these brains and then completely failed.
Chloe and Kelly, you had the advantage, the power, and you chose brains. Are you happy with your decision?
It's very hard to be confident when you're standing up here. But I'm happy we chose the brains and I'm happy we stayed true to what we like to do, which is do something a little bit different.
I don't know if we've made the right decision.
Okay.
Looking at the dish, I'm not that happy with presentation. But it's too late now and the flavours are there and Peter and Manu are going to love it.
Thank you. Helena and Vicky, is this a top 5 dish?
We have a good feeling it is.
I'm a little worried that our fish may be undercooked.
Miss Barramundi, do you think you cooked it long enough?
Not now. No, we're confident that. Yeah, but looking at that, we are confident that the fish is falling apart.
On both of our plates?
I don't think your plate, Pete, but Manu's maybe yes. You're kind of obsessed.
Interesting. Thank you, ladies.
Thanks.
Given everything that's happened, we are very happy with what we've gotten onto the plate.
Thank you.
Now, 42 degrees, how did you choose this temperature?
I had read it somewhere. I can't remember where. I'm starting to get a little bit worried, but we did taste a piece and our piece was cooked, so I hope Manu's piece is cooked.
You had a tough job filleting that fish before. Would have thought you had taken a little bit more care to remove all the bones from this fish.
Bone in the trout.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
At this stage of the competition, this is the difference between the final 5 and going home.
Next,
There was one thing severely wrong.
who will be safe?
We've taken a risk. We got the advantage. We chose brains. So we're so nervous.
Teams, in this round, you were cooking for a place in the top 5 and a huge step to being named the next My Kitchen Rules champions. Now, today you had to cook with the ingredients chosen by Chloe and Kelly. They had the power, and it should have been a huge advantage, but wasn't.
Now it's time to find out what we thought of your dishes. Josh and Danielle, confit trout with Asian herb salads and deep fried Brussels sprouts. 42 degrees for 15 minutes. My recipe is 60 degrees for 10 minutes, and it works all the time. Well, you've taught me another technique, because that trout was cooked to perfection.
The Brussels sprouts are very trendy at the moment. A lot of chefs are frying them and tossing them in any number of different dressings, and yours were beautiful. But I do have a bone to pick with you. I would have thought after that first challenge that you would have been meticulous, that there were no bones whatsoever in those pieces of fish, and I got one. I was very surprised.
I'm disappointed with how we've gone in the challenge. I didn't even get all the bones out.
Helena and Vicky, lemon poached barramundi with crispy potatoes and leek puree. My first few bites of your dish, ladies, 10 out of 10. I loved it. The flavour that you got into that barramundi was sensational. You had to highlight lemons, and you managed to do that. But there was one thing severely wrong. The centre of my barramundi was raw.
What a disappointment.
Raw fish, this stage of the competition, not on.
Hearing that critique, we just gotta hope that our dish is better than deep fried brains.
Chloe and Kelly, crispy brains with lentils and green sauce. You had the power today, and you decided to choose the brain. You've tossed a coin. And was I impressed? You bet I was. Because those brains were just perfection on a plate.
I'm going to say something here, because most people are probably thinking, brains, it's not my cup of tea. But if everyone could try your brains, I think they'd be converted.
But the lentils,
We've either nailed it or we've failed miserably.
I just hope we've nailed it.
Teams, the winners of this challenge will march on. And that team is Chloe and Kelly.
Oh, I can't believe this. This is just epic. We're in the top 5, dude.
Congratulations, ladies. Brains, it was a risky choice, but it was a sensational dish.
Thank you. We're just going from strength to strength while other people are getting stagnant.
Hearing that Chloe and Kelly are the winners, feeling pretty gutted right now.
Helena and Vicky, Josh and Danielle, you now enter round 3. And this is sudden death. One team will be safe and one team will be eliminated.
We are definitely not happy that we have to cook again, but we've still got a lot to show in this competition, so we've never been this determined.
If you ever had a secret weapon, now it's time to use it. Because this is your last chance to show us and the guest judges what you're made of.
We have come into this competition to win the prize and to have this My Kitchen Rules experience, and we don't want it to end right now.
We want your signature dish. Make a statement and make it loud, because one team will not get another chance.
We are at the pointy end of this competition. It is getting real. People are going home, and it's happening quickly. I think at this stage, one stuff up, you're gone.
Teams, you have 90 minutes to prove your worth, and I suggest you use every second to make it count. Your time starts now.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
Let's
think Helena and Vicky should be eliminated. I'm pretty sure Josh and Danielle are going to be safe today and smash it out of the park.
I reckon they're going to nail it.
There's 90 minutes on the clock, and this has to be the best dish that we've ever produced.
That's fine, I'll offload it. Have you got another crate in there? Just go, go, go.
Feeling pretty disappointed. Vicky and I have been in this position so many times, but we need to stay positive and win. We need to get top 5. We're not going home.
All right, Josh, I've got a lot of celery and everything ready to go. That beef, it's like, look at the time. It's only going to get so long.
For the sudden death cook-off, our signature dish is Mexican spiced beef in broth.
Okay, Josh, so I'm just going to prepare everything that needs to go in with the beef
5 minutes
cheek.
already.
Yeah, we need to move.
Bloody hell.
What we plan on doing today is making a nice little beef ball that's crumbed and deep fried. We're going to sit that on top of some sautéed vegetables with broth. We normally do it over a couple of days in a sous vide machine. We're going to try and do it in a pressure cooker now in 90 minutes. Let's hope that it cooks in time.
Come on, we got to get that in.
It needs to be on here for an hour, so it's going to be pushing it.
So what's in the broth at the moment?
Carrot, onion, celery, anise, cinnamon,
carrot,
chuck
onion,
a cinnamon in.
celery.
The broth has to be full of flavour, so we're going to use the pressure cooker and cook it for as long as possible.
All right, so that's it, yeah? Done for that?
That's it.
All right.
All right, Helena, the creme anglaise is looking nice. I've got the milk in, the vanilla bean and the cream, all right?
For the sudden death cook-off, our signature dish is Greek walnut cake with a vanilla creme anglaise.
So the creme anglaise, Helena, we want to make it nice and silky and creamy, yeah?
Cooking dessert is definitely a risk today, but we're confident with our Greek dessert. You know, we love our desserts and it is us on a plate.
Helena, we are fighters today, yeah? Yes. We have
sure
cooked the
are.
most out of everyone. We keep losing everything and it's not stopping us because we're still here.
We know that Josh and Danielle are a very, very strong team, but we're hoping this is enough to win today.
Coming up,
Freak me out. I'm going to do it again.
the pressure is on,
I just don't want to go home.
and the guest judges give their verdict. Who will stay and who will go?
We have 2 very different teams cooking 2 very different meals. On one side, we've got Mexican spiced beef, and the other side, Greek walnut cake.
Well, it's going to be hard for us to judge. It's a savory against a sweet. Who's going to win it?
1 hour to go. Oh.
Our biggest challenge today is making sure that this meat is going to cook.
We need to pull the meat apart, roll it into a ball, crumb it and fry it.
If the beef cheeks aren't tender and falling apart, then we cannot use them.
Josh and Danielle decided to braise some beef cheeks in the pressure cooker. But those beef cheeks are huge. They're kind of getting fine, and I don't know if it's going to make the plate.
The latest possible stage I think you can take it out is with 20 minutes to go.
This is a big risk to be taking in sudden death, but we need to prove we deserve to be in the top 5. We don't want to go home.
If this meat cooks in time, we should be right.
Feeling a bit scared, Helena. Does your cake need to be in soon? Or?
Yeah, it's Vic. The egg whites are coming together and we should be fine, all right? With a cake mix, it needs to be light, fluffy, and just beautiful and moist. I mix orange juice, orange zest, breadcrumbs, crushed walnuts, and brandy.
Is there any spices in it?
Yeah, we got cloves, cinnamon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We'd definitely be looking for the twins to win today. They have done more cooking than absolutely anyone else, and they've got our support.
I fold my egg whites into the cake mix.
Was it just supposed to be folded in?
I don't know what sort of texture they're wanting for this cake, whether it's supposed to be quite a dense cake or a light cake.
I still have a lot of anger in me from the last critique, and I think I'm taking it out on the cake.
Well, it looks very dense, doesn't it?
It does. Fold that egg white in, remember? That's become a disaster before.
It's really important that the cake is perfect. It's our grandma's favourite dessert, and we can't go home on it.
You know what? You've worried me. I'm going to make another batch. Freak me out. I'm going to do it again.
I need to go on and do another one, because what if this doesn't work out?
Go get me more custard. Got enough time? Go get more custard sugar. And I'm going to fold it a lot different, Vic. I know that I should not have done it that way.
So, Josh, what are you doing now?
I'm just going to roast these capsicums for the chili gel.
When we created this dish, we thought, why not let the guests choose their own level of heat? So we decided to make 3 different chili jellies so that they can choose if they want it hot or mild.
Chili jellies? I've never had chili jellies. That sounds awesome.
Once the chili's blended, I then place the chili back on the stove and add agar-agar. We're going to use it today to set our jellies at room temperature.
To be hot?
It's so hot.
They've got a lot of elements today which involve a lot of techniques. If they can pull this off, then this is a very, very smart move.
Going well, Len? Yeah, this is a lot better, Vic. Yep, well done.
It looks a lot lighter. The wrist action was good.
See how it's a lot more fluffier? I believe you can do it, Len. You got this.
With the second batch, I need to rush and get it into the oven. Otherwise, we're not going to have a cake.
Helena, I'm going to candy some orange now.
Yep. Today is the first time making candied oranges. I just think, you know, it's a great little element to pop on the dessert. It looks pretty.
I've part-boiled them now so the skin can soften.
In what, just water or sugar?
Sugar and water in here.
Oh, yeah.
Don't think Vicky's doing that right. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to put candied orange into some sugar syrup and let it boil. That way the outside of the orange can soften up and get rid of all that bitterness. But I'm just too focused on this cake. You know, I can't even look over and see what Vicky's doing.
Helena, are you happy with these candied oranges? No. Bin, yuck. Go, thanks. Yuck. They're going in the bin.
I can finish it with lime juice.
Hi guys, how are you going?
I'm Anu.
So you've got beef tip in there?
Yes.
We do.
So the fact that you need to shred and roll and crumb and deep fry, how long is it going to take you to do that process?
At least 15 and 5 to plate. So we're going to have to check it at 20.
So you're going to check it at 20? Are you nervous?
Very nervous.
No, you've got different jellies. What was the plan with them?
Just so you can choose your own heat.
And then you put the soup over, is that what you want to do?
And it's going to melt, yeah.
It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
If we can execute this dish today, it is going to be a showstopper.
Pressure's on, but okay, don't give up.
We're under pressure.
Okay.
Thanks, Manu.
Thanks, Manu.
All right, Helena, so I'm working on the twills now.
So far, the cakes are in the oven, we've got a creme anglaise, and now I'm onto my twills. It's got to be paper thin.
All right, Helena, these are going to be for texture, and they're also quite delicious. Vic, the pan's not deep. I need to go get a deep one.
Looking at the cake mixture, I decided it's not going to rise. So I decided to put the mix into a smaller pan and hopefully it rises. Otherwise, I'm going to have a flat cake.
Len, chill, yeah? It's all good. Sorry. What's she doing? No. Helena, relax, yeah? All right. Relax. Yes, everything's fine. Is that going to puff up? I may have the whole thing up for us. I'm sorry. No, don't say that. All good, Len. I believe in you.
Come on, Josh, we got to push on.
I know. It's time for the beef to come out of the pressure cooker. The beef cheeks need to be falling apart because that needs to be shredded, fallen into a ball and then deep fried.
It's a big moment, Josh.
I know. Let's hope it's cooked.
Pull the lid off. Take the beef out to check it. No. Not cooked.
What do you want to do, Josh?
Now, we don't have our signature dish. It doesn't look good at all.
Come on, Josh and Danielle!
That lid's come off the pressure cooker.
No.
You can see the expression on their faces. Those beef cheeks aren't cooked.
Scrap the beef cheeks, they haven't cooked in time.
Oh, God.
Scrapping their main piece of protein, I feel so bad for them.
We're really, really devastated that those beef cheeks didn't cook in time.
It's not ideal, Josh, but...
No, I know. Feeling a bit nervous and anxious and sick all at the same time.
I can't imagine how I would feel if we were in that position.
I think we'd probably start crying and sit in the ground and give up.
What do you want to do, Josh?
I have to go and see what other meats there are.
This is not a time to get upset about it. We're not ready to go home. We don't want to go home. We just need to go straight to Plan B and execute Plan B well.
I know there's eye fillet in the storeroom, so that will have to be an alternative.
In the storeroom, I noticed a big beef eye fillet. I hope that's going to work for our backup plan.
Okay, ladies. Not making our last cook, eh? Come on.
I think I've just caught these.
Pulling my twills out of the oven, you know, they are so delicate to come off that baking paper.
God, these guys are hard to make. They're so delicate.
They're all just crushing up. We're falling apart. I'm getting really, really worried.
These little don't want to come off, do they? We do have a lot. Seriously.
Nothing is going right.
This cake's not doing. Helena, I don't want to hear it.
My cake's stuffed up. Vicky's trying to make these 12s. The candied orange is a disaster. I don't think we're going to have a dish.
I just don't know if I want to serve those 12s. Like, I'd rather just put, you know, two good elements. Like, so you don't want to serve the 12s, you don't want to serve the skin. Well, we've got to get them right. I'm not putting something that's half done on the plate, OK?
Hearing Helena turn around and say that she doesn't want the candied orange and the twills on the dish, you know, why have I sat here and done these two elements? We're just going to serve up a piece of cake and some creme anglaise? Seriously.
All right, girls, come on, do not give up.
This is on a knife edge at the moment, and it's fair to say that both teams have had major problems in their kitchen. Teams, you've got 15 minutes left.
I'm just preparing this for the beef fillet. I'm going to roll it in this and marinate it.
We're definitely thinking on our feet at the moment. Our first plan hasn't worked. We're now executing a second plan. Let's hope that it turns out.
Come on, Josh, we got to push on.
I know.
I rubbed some cumin, some coriander, some paprika and some chili powder over the beef fillet along with some salt. I haven't made a Mexican spice rub like this before, but I know those flavours are going to work.
Can you cut it in half and just see two pieces in there? And then we'll just chop it really nice and fine and sit it over the vegetables.
Our dish is now thin slices of beef with the broth around. So hopefully, Plan B gets us over the line.
I'm going to get the broth off, huh?
It's time for the broth to come out of the pressure cooker.
Goldie. Smell beefy?
It smells beefy.
The broth looks and smells beautiful. I have a taste and it's pretty much what we wanted.
I think that broth might need some lime juice or something, just some acid. If we didn't get the beef cheek on, let's make the broth beautiful.
Okay.
How's the cake, girls?
Vic, this cake's looking good. It's actually puffed up a lot. I'm going to pour this syrup on top. We're going to have to make more syrup. No, we're not putting a lot because we've got the cremant glaze. Oh, I'm stressed. No tears, Lem. Do you see me crying? I just said I'm stressed, yeah? All right, it's fine.
James, you've got 10 minutes left.
How's your beef?
It's cooking.
There's 10 minutes to go and I've just seared the beef and now I need to get it into the oven to cook for as long as possible.
We're not going to have enough time to rest the meat.
Then it needs more syrup, yeah? No. Cool. I'm just a bit worried that it's going to be too dry. No, you've got the cremant glaze. That's why we make it. Yeah. Is that how you're going to plate it up? It just doesn't look right. No, it looks shocking. Helena has chosen a flat plate and it looks wrong. I know if I've done something good and I'm not happy with this, so... All right, well, what do you want to do? Do you just want to walk away now and say that? No, I'm not saying that. Well, you need to just stop.
There is no doubt in my mind, looking at the twins, they are at the point where they've pretty much given up.
This is all we can do. It doesn't look right at all. I would go get bowls and just pour it on top. Yep, go. I can't do this. It looks shocking. Run, Len.
I don't know what to do about that beef. It's not going to have time to rest.
No, well, I think the priority is to slice it perfectly now, please.
3 minutes. I'll get it out 3 minutes.
No, get it out now. 3 minutes.
But it's not going to be cooked.
3 minutes is not enough to slice it and get on the plate nicely.
I pull the beef out of the oven to check if it's cooked.
What's the meat at, Josh?
47.
A little bit rare considering we're not resting it, so I have to put it back in the oven.
I'm going to put it in for another minute.
Okay, girls, don't you dare give up.
No, we're not. We don't give up. I get a new plate and hope that may change the presentation. So, Vic, just for presentation, I'm just going to put some icing sugar on. Shocking. Not lemon rind, Vic. No thanks. Seriously. Just put the 12s on. I like them.
Come on, girls, fire up, will you?
Girls.
Come on, girls. Get in it. Let's go.
We should have candied some walnut. Chuck some walnuts in. We're trying to pull it together now. We can't give up. Go, walnut crumble, quick. You do it. We just do a basic walnut crumb mix and hope that improves our dish. What can we put on there? Some cinnamon?
Just get the meat, Josh, seriously.
The beef comes out of the oven. There is no time to rest it.
We're definitely cutting it fine.
Oh, look at all the juice coming out of it. That meat's nice, Josh.
Surprisingly, it's cooked perfectly.
Plating up is a mad rush. Danielle's cutting the beef. I'm just grabbing him and chucking him on the plate.
Quick. You can do this. Do it really nice, Josh. Get them on.
There's only 2 minutes left, and I don't reckon they're going to finish slicing that beef.
How many pieces do we need?
You need six.
I just don't want to go home.
Don't give up, girls. You got under 2 minutes.
Helena, we got this, all right? We've bloody got this. I'm serious, OK? We're not giving up.
Chance, girls. Always a chance. Don't give up.
No, we're not giving up. We are fighters. We're going to fight till the end. We're not going to give up.
Teams, you've got 1 minute left. Move faster. Come on.
Come on, get those jellies on.
Put a fair bit of salt in there now.
I think a little bit more salt.
Maybe just do something like this? Yeah.
The jellies on.
Nah,
I don't think this is a priority. Season, season. No jellies.
Nah, don't worry about the jellies.
We can't get the chili jellies out of the moulds fast enough. They can't go on the plate.
They dropped the jelly.
What a shame.
All right, Min, let's do this. Fighting for our lives. Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, teams. Time's up. Step away from your benches.
Well done, twins.
Winning. Teams, you just put in a tremendous effort. Now it's time for the judges' tastings. We'll see you back here soon.
Time's up and the tears are definitely starting to come out. We're pretty disappointed in ourselves.
It's time for the guest judges to blind taste our dish.
Helena and Vicky look quite deflated. Maybe their dish didn't go to plan either. Maybe there's still some hope.
Chefs, welcome. It's time to try our team's signature dishes. From Team 1, we've got Mexican spiced beef in broth. Let's start with team number 1.
Well, I think the beef has been seared beautifully and is cooked a lovely medium rare. And there is a good seasoning mix around the outside.
The flavour of the broth is actually quite full and rich. It's quite nice.
It's a signature dish for them. They've cooked it a lot.
This is not their signature dish. They wanted to do beef chicks braised.
Oh, how gorgeous.
But they didn't have enough time, so they thought of plan B.
I think it's great that given it obviously didn't work out well for them, they've thought on their feet and they've seared this meat perfectly.
Does anyone not find it like slightly a bit too salty?
Yes, I do. The broth itself.
Yeah.
I don't think the meat as such.
Well, the hero on this plate definitely is that steak.
Yes. It might not be what they wanted, but they've definitely got something decent on the table.
Oh, I love the flavour of that. Yum. Yeah, it's really yummy.
I think this is a gorgeous meal.
Team 2 have made a Greek walnut cake with vanilla crème anglaise. Let's try Team 2's dish.
Well, I must say that is the sort of cake you find in a beautiful Greek pastry shop. And what sets it off for me is the way that crème anglaise, speckled with that lovely vanilla bean, it gives it such a richness, a lusciousness.
I love it. The crème anglaise is gorgeous and there's plenty of vanilla bean in there. It's really a lovely dessert.
It's a beautifully cooked cake, but I find the anglaise a little bit too sweet for the cake. It's sort of overpowering the cake, a little bit too sweet, no?
I would have liked to have seen a little bit more citrus in there, which I think could have given the cake a little bit more of a lift.
Yes.
And just freshen that dish up and, you know, it would have competed with the sweetness of the anglaise.
I mean, what I've loved was that tuile. It's just so thin and just brittle and just kind of dissolve on your tongue.
But have they done enough in 90 minutes?
That's exactly what we're going to say.
Yummy cake.
But like in comparison, how much more flavour is in the beef? Like, this is just a little cake.
I would hate to be judging this.
I'm not even going to say who I think
Well, it's hard
going
because you're comparing a main and a dessert.
Judging a main course against a dessert is a difficult task for us. But we do have to make a decision, and it's a huge one. One team will be going home this evening.
This competition means the world to Vicky and I. You know, we walked in here with a positive mind to win, and to be so close and to go home now, it would be a disaster for us.
We've sacrificed a lot to be here. We've put our lives on hold.
We came here to win. So if we walk away today, that's far too early for us.
Josh and Danielle, Helena and Vicky, two teams with so much talent, so much to give, and so much to lose.
As you know, one team is about to earn themselves a place in the top 5, and the other will be eliminated.
We haven't shown all that we have to offer in this competition yet, so we need to stay and we need to win this.
Josh and Danielle, you were team number 1. Your signature dish was Mexican spiced beef in broth. Let's see what the guest judges thought of it. Karen?
Thanks, Manu. Josh and Danielle. As a guest judge up here, I can really only judge what makes the plate in front of me. And tonight, you served us some beef that was really well seared and beautifully cooked.
At least the beef was cooked perfectly. I think we might be in with a chance.
And the broth you served it in, there was some great base flavours in there. You were developing a really good profile. But for my taste, it was a little salty. Josh and Danielle, for your efforts tonight in the kitchen, I give you a 6.
Liz?
Manu. Josh and Danielle, I heard what happened tonight in the kitchen, and I've got to commend you because, for me, you thought like chefs. You didn't panic, and what you gave me was a beautifully cooked piece of meat. Well done. Tonight, I give you a 6.
The highlight of your dish tonight was the broth for me. I found it punchy and full of flavour, and I could really see where you were going with the concept of your South American idea. But it left me wondering, was this your signature or just your initials?
It's definitely just our initials.
Yep.
For your dish tonight, I score you a 6.
Josh and Danielle, you made a mistake. You gave me your plan B, but I commend you on not saving that mistake, so well done. I felt your stock needed a little bit more work, and guys, you killed my palate with the salt. I give your dish 5.
Josh and Danielle, when you started cooking on this third round, and I saw the size of those beef cheeks, I would have personally cut them at least in half.
What you did manage to create for us, though, was something quite humble, full of flavour in your broth, and beef that was cooked as it's meant to be.
Josh and Danielle, I give your signature dish tonight a 6.
Josh and Danielle, I score you a 6. That gives you a grand total score of 35 out of 60.
The score of 35 is quite disappointing to us.
The critique is not too bad. There are some negatives, but there are some positives, so let's hope that it's enough.
Helena and Vicky, you were team number 2. For your signature dish, you created Greek walnut cake with vanilla creme anglaise. Let's hear what the guest judges had to say.
Helena and Vicky, boy, you girls are brave, brave, brave to serve up a sweet dish against a savoury. Unfortunately, I thought that the cake needed a little less sweetness. From me, it's a 6.
6? That's not a good sign.
Helena and Vicky, I love the mealy texture of the cake itself, the flavour of walnuts. It's one of my favourite nuts. I would have loved a little bit more of a citrus component though, be it fresh or candied. I just think it needed that edge. For your efforts tonight, I score you a 7.
Helena and Vicky, I'm a meat man, and you gave me a dessert, a very sweet dessert. I felt your dessert needed another component, like a fresh citrus, something just to cut through that sweetness. At this stage of the competition, I would have done a main course. Your dish scores 6.
Helena and Vicky, what can I say? That walnut cake took me back to the Greek pastry shops of Oakley, where I grew up. Just really moist, delicious, professionally made. For your dish tonight, I score you a 7.
2 7s? Okay. There could be some hope for us.
Helena and Vicky, I loved your creme anglaise. I thought that was good consistency, nice flavour. Would I have put something else on the plate? Probably.
I've got to agree that walnut cake was beautiful, but this was your last chance to stay in this competition. And I'm not sure it was enough to wow me.
Now we've just got to hope and pray.
Helena and Vicky, for your signature dish tonight, I give you a 6.
Helena and Vicky, for your signature dish, I give you a 7. That gives you a grand total score of 39.
We did it.
That is the highest score. Congratulations, you have won the Southern Deaf Cook-Off. You are now in the top 5.
That was such a close call. Wow.
We did struggle with that dessert and we didn't think we were going to make it. No way. We thought we're going home.
I can't believe Helena and Vicky have scraped through again.
Seriously, they're the masters of scraping through.
Sadly, that means Josh and Danielle, you're eliminated from the competition.
Our time had to come at some stage and we were hoping we'd make it, don't look at me, till the end, but it didn't happen. But we're proud.
You guys have been, from day one, trying to show us something different that we haven't seen on My Kitchen Rules before. And that you should be proud of.
You'll be sorely missed.
Thank you.
I'm completely shocked Josh and Danielle are going home.
Thank you.
Oh, no, mate.
Just goes to show anything can happen in this competition at this stage.
Our plan for the competition was just to bring something different to the table.
What's spicy?
Bacon for dessert.
We love the science behind food.
You look like a mad professor.
Pretty exciting to think that we've cooked for two of Australia's top chefs and received great feedback.
Probably the best dish of the competition.
We might be out of the competition now, but Danielle and I are still a winning formula.
Au revoir and good luck.
The finals.
I'm not going to serve those up.
Holy moly.
It all begins with one massive elimination.
Let's go!
Then, they're going back to where it all began. Their homes.
We may have to send it back if it's too rare.
Wow.
Their kitchens.
What are you doing, Lem? I'm not serving. Hope she comes back.
But this time, there are 2 entrees, 2 mains, and 2 desserts.
Are you girls rating strategic?
The sneaky ones here.
The best
Bloody hell.
is yet
The scum giving you is a 10.
Is a 10.
Is a 10.
to come. The finals are here.
I think we can win this competition.
My Kitchen Rules, Monday 7:30.